World News Tonight. Deputy Governor Odu felicitates Christians on death, resurrection of Jesus Christ. Labour Union asks workers to protest a non-payment of new minimum wage. Plus, Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board refutes rumours on purported cancellation of UTME. Hello, good evening and welcome to the Rstv World News. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. We sincerely apologize for starting behind schedule. It was due to circumstances beyond our control. Rivers State is a treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Remember, you can watch our news live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now details of the news. The approval of a direct service broadcasting license granted by the National Broadcasting Commission to Rivers Television has continued to generate reactions from relevant stakeholders and media practitioners. Mavis Victor reports that with the license, Rivers State Television is now to broadcast nationwide. Her report.
Dr. Onosirawo urged staff of the station to remain committed, diligent, and professional, stressing that the new opportunity comes with greater responsibility to deliver credible and quality content to a national audience.
I must thank the governor sincerely for deeming it appropriate for Rstv to get that DSB license. What it means now is that Rstv is good to go. What is important is that you are already licensed. You can move further from there to greater heights. There are basic things that the station must do. The workers must be more united, knowing that there is so much competition currently in the industry. And so we must step up our service delivery to that level that will be appreciated.
Reacting to the milestone, the acting general manager of Rstv, Ambassador Paul Dambo, expressed gratitude to Rivers State government and the State Ministry of Information and Communications for facilitating the process, describing the license as a major turning point for the station for wider coverage, improved programming, and stronger relevance in the broadcast industry.
I want to say kudos to our visionary permanent secretary. He's done so much to bring life back to not just Rstv but other state media. And I think with the kind of push he has been giving us, we're beginning to see transformation in our station. Rstv is now rebranded, and not just rebranded, we have also taken time to enhance the human capacity of our staff by giving them training and retraining. And I think that is also impacting positively on the output. This is a sign of greater things to come because we now have a platform that has national reach by this issuance of the license.
The former permanent secretary of the ministry, Mrs. Jokotade Adamu, also joined in commending the achievement and called on the government to sustain the momentum through improved staffing and investment in broadcast operations.
This will enable the station to be able to broadcast not just local broadcasting in Rivers State, but all over the place. Not just in the country, even outside the country. It will make the service much, much better if we have good training for the staff. The staff must be trained now. You are not just going to show yourself to Rivers people. You are going to show yourself to the whole world. So that's a clarion call for government to try and bring relevant training to this station.
Seasoned journalists and stakeholders also hailed the development, describing it as an opportunity for Rstv to expand its influence and compete favorably on the national stage, noting that the license is not only a win for the station, but a positive reflection of the government's commitment to building strong institutions.
It's a good one for Rstv, fantastic one, I must say, not just to Rstv, but to Rivers people. It gives Rstv, limitless opportunities now. It gives them a national appeal. It means that they can be available on any platform they so desire, across the length and breadth of Nigeria.
Honestly, to help the TV to have a widespread of coverage, unlike what we used to have. And then the efforts of the permanent secretary cannot go without commendation. He's been working night and day in ensuring that our broadcast stations are doing very well.
Mavis Victor, Rstv News.
Commercial motorbike riders within Port Harcourt metropolis and its environs have taken to criminal activities that have elicited public concerns. In this special report, Gospel annually examines the dangers posed by these category of the Rivers State society and how it curbs the menace. His report.
Motorcycle is a two-wheeled motor vehicle powered by an engine designed for one or two passengers and steered with handbars. It features a stronger frame than a bicycle with engine capacities from 125 to 1000, used for commuting, racing and touring, which required safety reflective jackets and helmets. The motorcycle business operations in Nigeria was purely to reduce unemployment, generate daily income, and make free movement easier, particularly at congested roads and poor public transit, before the aim was defeated, as bad eggs in the system hijacked the operations to aid and abate kidnapping and other atrocities. In Rivers State, the former governor, Rotimi Chibike Amechi, banned the operation of motorcycle in Port Harcourt and Obiakpo local government areas, following the increasing rate of crimes, death, and injuries which is still subsisting. These respondents spoke on the importance of motorcycle operations.
They make a day, we go make 10,000, but you go come up with 6,000, you go chop, you carry 3,000 go house. But that time we fuel no two costs, you go carry 7,000 go house. But now because of fuel now, you go make like 10,000, now you go carry 6,000 for 4,000, you can go house.
I started this business since 6 years. It has been helping me to feed myself, also my family. And I don't want to be a bad man.
It's creating job opportunity for the youth because there is no job opportunity. Anybody that will commit crime with Okada should be held by the law and should be prosecuted.
Most community residents are living in fear since the motorcycle operators, especially the hoodlums, intensify their atrocities on the citizens by taking the advantages of free navigation on unworthy routes and little space to crimes of kidnapping, killing, aiding and abating criminality in all the 23 local government areas of the state. Respondents also gave insights and narrate ordeals of residents who have been victims of criminals who operate with motorcycles. What should be done to strengthen enforcement by ensuring that have valid rider's license, national identification cards, helmets, and color-coded vests to check their SSCs in Rivers State.
Crime, in a way, is also associated with poverty, harsh economic realities. But again, it also has to do with attitude and the prevalent values in the system. Most of the times, they use motorcycles as the fastest means, of carrying out crime in society. And it is because they can, move to all corners in a very fast way to actually perpetrate crime. Rotimi Amechi, former governor of Rivers State, some areas motorcycle operators were restricted from operating in those areas in order to check their excesses. I think that that very measure was quite effective, and I think that the present government should also apply that measure.
Bike operation has helped a lot to reduce unemployment in the society. But the bad ones have hijacked the operations of bike to aid and abet crime. Therefore, I am calling on the relevant authorities to check the excesses of these bad acts to make sure that life and property are safe.
Security is a teamwork. People need to speak out, report to relevant bodies, and such matter should be urgently treated to get rid of bad motorcycle operators to ensure a safe environment. God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
Rivers State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odu has felicitated the good people of Rivers State on the celebration of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. In her goodwill message, Professor Odu noted that Easter demonstrates the immeasurable love of God for mankind. She described the season as a great opportunity for all people to reconcile with their Creator following the fall of man in the Garden of Eden. The Deputy Governor urged the Christian faithful to show love to one another by promoting peaceful coexistence within their communities. She also implored them to celebrate Easter with decorum and a deep sense of reflection. Professor Odu wished the Governor of Rivers State, Similaye Fubara's family and residents a happy Easter celebration. Meanwhile, Rivers State Commissioner of Police CP Oluti arrangements, including the strategic deployment of personnel to churches, recreational centers, major highways, motor parks, and other vulnerable points. The statement added that area command, tactical teams and divisions have been fully mobilized to forestall criminal activities and ensure prompt response to any security threats. The Commissioner of Police assured residents and visitors steadfast commitment to the protection of lives and property. He enjoined members of the public to remain vigilant, conduct themselves lawfully, and cooperate with security agencies by providing timely and credible information. The Commissioner of Police further cautioned all individuals with criminal intent to desist forthwith, as any person found engaging in unlawful acts will be apprehended and prosecuted in accordance with extant laws. The Rivers State Police Command extended best wishes to all residents for a peaceful and secure Easter celebration. Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, has directed workers in states that have not fully implemented the 2024 National Minimum Wage Act to observe May Day 2026 on the streets by suspending all indoor or official celebrations. In a statement by its General Secretary, Emmanuel Uboja, the union condemned several state governors for failing to implement key provisions of the Act, including consequential adjustments for senior workers, regular and timely payments of the new wage, and extending coverage to local government staff, primary school teachers, and health workers. The NLC described these violations as not only a breach of the law, but also an assault on the dignity of Nigerian workers. However, many states have yet to comply fully with the new wage. According to him, May Day, also known as International Workers' Day, is celebrated annually on 1st of May to honor workers and labor movements worldwide, and urged workers to reflect on the state of workers' rights and celebrate collaborative efforts in building the nation's wealth. President Bola Tinubu had signed the new minimum wage bill into law on July 29, 2024, raising the minimum wage from 30,000 to 70,000. Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Polytechnics, SANIP, has called on the federal government's renegotiation panel to expedite its work and deliver on key demands affecting workers in the polytechnic sector. The union made the call in a communique issued at the end of the 9th General Executive Council meeting held in Abuja and jointly signed by its National President, Comrade Philip Adebanjo Ogunsipe, and the National Secretary, Comrade Nura Shehu Gaya. The union noted that although the committee chaired by Yayale Ahmed has made some progress, urgent action was needed to conclude its assignment. The union listed some of its key demands before the panel to include the immediate release of schemes and conditions of service, addressing the usurpation of non-teaching staff positions, and ensuring equitable access to tertiary education, trust fund, TET fund interventions. Beyond the renegotiation issue, it also raised concerns over the rising cost of petroleum products, describing the situation as unbearable for Nigerians already grappling with economic hardship. Now, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has dismissed a circulating press release claiming that the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, has been postponed, describing it as malicious and fake. In a statement issued on Saturday, the board warned candidates to disregard the false notice, adding that all activities on the 2026 UTME continues as scheduled. JAM had previously revealed that the main 2026 UTME is scheduled to hold from Thursday 16th April to Saturday 25th April 2026. The clarification follows the 2026 UTME mock examination conducted on Saturday 28th March, which faced technical challenges at several computer-based test centers. Now remember that Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Always remember also that you can watch our news live on Facebook and YouTube, TikTok and Instagram at RSTVPH. You can also subscribe on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And up ahead on the news, 8 migrants suffer deportation over last year's migration deal. And in sports, NFF approves a Lafayette Stadium for match day 33 game. These and more when we return this day.
There is something about this God.
Activating the unexplainable love of God.
Greater love had no man than this.
Better love than no man, eh?
That a man laid down his life for his friend.
You see, when God loves you, he fights your unseen battles. You are sleeping, you don't even know what is happening, but he's there fighting your battles for you. You are sitting in your house, he will raise a voice somewhere to be campaigning for you. Today, every storm in your life shall become still. The best way to find true love is to find God. Remember, God never sends you into a situation alone. He goes before you, he stands beside you, he walks behind you, he's always with you. All those that rejected you, as the Lord liveth, they must surely bow before you. When you have nothing left but God, you will discover that God is enough. God knows how long you have waited. Every second will be what at the end. So it doesn't matter how the devil have damaged your life now. Don't worry. God is about to remold you, repackage you, redesign you, and beautify you.
OPN, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
From the creeks of the capital, we tell the stories.
My name is Gospower Anele, reporting for Riverside Television.
Areas of agriculture, education, infrastructure.
And the people who are concerned are actually calling for government intervention.
Stakeholders believe state police could alleviate the burden of federal police.
From River State to the world, we keep you connected. Stories gathered, facts verified, truth delivered.
At Rstv, not only do we offer you authentic coverage, we offer the premium value, and our prices you can trust are fair and affordable.
in Rstv. Our audience is our priority, our integrity, our pride. Your story is told with truth and passion. That's River State Television. Stay with us.
Ready, set, 2026.
When God turns all impossibilities in your life around. It is 5 days of God transforming lives, rewriting destinies, empowering men. It is not just a program, it is an atmosphere where God proves that all things are truly possible, a program where God turns impossibilities into testimonies. With God, all things are possible 2026. We don't just ask, we align. We don't just pray, we believe and then expect God's unfailing wonders. Date, Monday 6th to Friday the 10th of April 2026. Time, 5 p.m. daily, youths and teenagers healing, deliverance and impartation program. Wednesday the 8th of April by 9 a.m. Ministers Conference on Thursday the 9th of April by 9 a.m. Taking place at number 5 Canaan Land Avenue, behind the Magistrate Court, Wiki Bus Stop Port Harcourt. Come and meet the God of possibilities.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Rstv World News. Moving ahead now, let's take some foreign stories. The Prime Minister of Senegal that has announced that government ministries in the country have been banned from all non-essential foreign travels following the rise in the price of oil resulting from the conflict in Iran. Speaking at the youth rally on Friday, Usman Sanko said that the current cost of a barrel of oil was approaching double what had been budgeted for. And now sports. The Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) has approved the Lafia City Stadium as venue for the matchday 33 encounter between Plateau United and Ikorodu City next week Monday at 4 p.m. The encounter was moved to Lafia due to the recent security unrest in Jos. Now, Rivers State is the treasure base of the nation. If you know that, then let's build and take her to greater heights. For it is a task you and I must accomplish. Remember, you can watch our news live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at RSTVPH. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now to end the news, let's take a look at some of our major stories. Rivers State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odu has felicitated the good people of Rivers State on the celebration of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ and urged Christian faithful to show love to one another by promoting peaceful coexistence within their communities. The Nigeria Labour Congress has directed workers in states that have not